Good evening, I'm Sonia, I'm 29 and I represent one of the most beautiful countries in the world, Italy. Today I want to take you on a journey through 3 foods that are not only known all over the world but have a history, like everything in Italy. Contrary to what one might think, even if pasta with tomato sauce would be first in the classification in the most popular dishes, I have decided to speak to you as a typical dish of my country of pizza. Yes, because pizza is a poor dish made up of few ingredients but which if mixed together give rise to that wonder that can have thousands of tastes and that appeals to young and old. Flour, water, salt and olive oil for the dough and mandatory seasoning. Tomato pulp and mozzarella. And from there, the only limit is imagination and creativity. Few people know that the word pizza assumes different hypotheses of meaning. The most accredited comes from Germany and has meaning lace, literally bite, but there are those who credit the lace with a kind of payment to earn protection. Pizza has very ancient origins, it is thought since the time of the Greeks, but in Italy where the original dough was born, which became not only the best known in the world but also a UNESCO heritage. Real because in 1889 a certain Raffaele Esposito, the best pizza maker of the time, found himself in front of the rulers of Italy Umberto I and Queen Margherita, and for them I made 3 pizzas: a marinara, tomato, garlic, oil and oregano, the mastunicola, lard, cheese and basil, and la margherita in honor of the queen, who included pomodoro, strictly S. Marzano mozzarella and basil notoriously red, white and green to honor the color of the Italian flag. Tiramisu, as Italy's best-known dessert par excellence, was born in Treviso in 1970 and was born from an egg beaten with sugar called sbattutine, zabaione. The dessert comes to life in 1970 in a Venetian restaurant in Treviso. The recipe includes a cremna made with mascarpone with beaten eggs and sugar in it, layered with lady fingers biscuits dipped in coffee alternating with cream and covered with cocoa powder on top. The name tiramisu comes from the fact that the zabaione was not only prepared in antiquity for breakfast but to restore energy to those who had spent a rather fiery night or was even consumed before in order to have more energy during the sexual act. Precisely to tell about the energies, the original recipe does not include liqueur or anything else. With the passage of time, variants have been born for all tastes such as strawberry cream, boisco fruit and limoncello liqueur. This is the last of the sins of gluttony that I will tell you precisely. The limoncello, which is a liqueur that includes ethyl alcohol at 95 degrees and the lemon peels macerated for about 15 days. Once filtered, it is unique to a mixture of water and sugar. The color more or less intense yellow is given by the type of lemons used. The lighter color are used, however, normal lemons, while the intense yellow of the original recipe involves the use of Amalfi lemons, whose particularity is not only in flavor but in measure. This liqueur was born in the early 1900s in a guest house on the Amalfi coast where the Lady Farace cultivated a garden of lemons and other citrus fruits, and after the war, having a restorative activity, this distillate was served at the end of the meal that still today is categorized as a digestive, much imitated as, on the other hand, all that is Italian. Many public figures and even Hollywood stars have begun to produce their line of limoncello, such as Danny DeVito, a well-known comedian of Italian origins, who greatly appreciates this liqueur so much that he consumes a lot of it and even creates its own label. I hope you enjoyed this mini journey through 3 of the millions of Italian excellences, and as they say in Naples, at your disposal. Thank you all.